She said, the only way to enter into this human body and live in it is to be born into it as a human infant. Your essence will still be you. However, due to the low vibrations on Earth, your higher abilities will not function so well, so you will have to improvise. What's more, she said, I have to tell you the truth. The low vibrations of Earth will be, in fact, harmful, even toxic, to your being, and during a human lifetime, it is likely that you will experience some painful and stressful moments. It is the opposite of the perfection you are used to, and it is where angels fear to tread. She said, you will have to incarnate over and over in a human body there for a long time until your mission is successful and complete, and it's going to take a long time for you to reach a level of spiritual maturity in that human body to be able to have a real effect. After hearing all of this discussion about going to Earth, we were not so enthusiastic at all, in fact, just the opposite. Regardless, later that fateful day, the High Council decreed that the mission to Earth was a go. Things are primarily done by volunteering in the Galactic Federation, so the question was broadcast to all elite members, being addressed by the High Council. Who will go down there? Who will volunteer to go on the mission to Earth to rescue humanity from the darkness? Who is brave enough and who is strong enough to go? She said, we have assembled you specifically because you are the most elite and the strongest light beings in this universe. Will you go down there? Well, if you remember that fateful day as we do, you will recall that not one of us said yes. Not one raised their hand and volunteered out of 4.5 billion. To be honest, we thought about what it would feel like to lower our vibration so low to live on Earth and about all the other not so nice things we would experience. To make it worse, we wouldn't be able to use our higher powers to make things better. So all in all, it was the most frightening thing we had ever considered. Do you remember that moment? Every great story has a twist, so here's one for you. In the great Amenti halls of the Pleiades, where we stood that day, I looked over to my right and I saw you standing beside me. The Grand Council of Light said, we again ask, who will go to Earth and save the beings there? Who will sacrifice everything and go down there? It was so quiet that fateful day you could hear a pin drop as we all stood side by side in the great halls. There was a silence in heaven for about half an hour. Then all of a sudden I saw you step forward. I saw you raise your hand before the councils of light. I heard you say, I will go down there. I for one will do it, you proclaimed. I will sacrifice everything and go down from this high place to Earth to save humanity. I will give up my divine royalty, all my supernatural ability, and I will walk with them as one of them, and I will endure what is given to me in that place. I will be a light unto them all, and I will help them find their way. I will help them change the world they live in, and together we will make it a better place for all beings of the earth. When I saw you do this, and when I heard your words, tears filled my eyes, and I too stepped forward with great enthusiasm. I said, if she will go down there, I will surely go with her. If she is brave enough to go, then I surely am. I will go and I will sacrifice everything to help the beings of Earth. We tell you the truth. By the end of that fateful day, all 4.5 billion elite star beings who were asked to go to Earth volunteered for the long mission. The decree was then given that a rescue mission to Earth would soon be underway. For a time, we all assembled in the great halls of the Galactic Federation and we began to plan our mission to Earth. On huge tables, we opened the great scrolls and tablets of light and we began to create a plan for the journey to Earth. We created blueprints and we made cosmic contracts and agreements for our mission to Earth. We pre-planned and detailed every event and situation that would happen when we incarnated on Earth in human bodies. Do you remember? You do remember, don't you? As we were all assembled and making a plan for our mission, one said, in one incarnation, I will be born as an infant to John and Mary, my selected parents, and I will live in this certain Earth city. My parents, especially my mother, will not be very nice to me. When I am 4 years old, I will learn to ride a bicycle, she said. I will wreck my bike and scar my knees as I learn to ride, she went on. When I am in Earth school, I will fall in love with this cute boy. He will break my heart when he doesn't love me back the same way. She went on to describe every detail of this incarnation. She even described other incarnations where she would be crippled and in a wheelchair, and in one incarnation where she would have a fateful auto crash. We listened carefully as the expressions changed on our faces, and then we asked, "Are you serious? Why in the world would you go down to Earth and do all of this painful stuff to yourself? Why would you purposefully choose to have such a bad life experience? Why would you do such a thing? We do not understand." And you answered with a smile on your face, "All I know is my perfected self, and I have never experienced duality or the opposite of what I am. I cannot fully know myself until I have experienced and know the opposite of who and what I am. This is why I will do all of this on my journey to Earth," you said. Our primary reason for coming to Earth was to assist humans in their conscious evolution, but we also had the opportunity to experience the contrast of human duality and evolve in a way that eventually moved us back closer to oneness. When our plans were all made, we were ready to depart for Earth. 3, 2, 1, go. We opened a multi-dimensional doorway in the midst of the Great Hall, and this was our travel way and portal to Earth. At that moment, we all held hands. We took a deep breath, and we jumped into the abyss. As we lowered the vibration of our bodies to levels they had never experienced, we came crashing down through 2-dimensional levels as we fell. As we came down, we smashed through the frequency barriers which separate dimensions, and it was quite painful to say the least. Each of us emerged out of the other side of this tunnel of light, but the 3D Earth side of this tunnel was a female birth tunnel. Our souls had been born inside human bodies as infants, and we were on Earth. There is a caveat about this trip to Earth. It is a multi-dimensional trip, so it works on many levels. A Pleiadian metaphor, a landing on Earth. The first day of your first incarnation on Earth was about 5 million years ago, and on the day you arrived on Earth, the landing was not soft. In fact, you crash-landed your light body ship. When your Merkaba crashed down on Earth that day, your light vehicle was damaged from the impact, and your higher being was knocked out and became completely unconscious. You were stranded on an alien world. You remained in this unconscious state for a millennia. One day, another higher being came up, saw you unconscious, and tapped you on the shoulder and said, "Wake up, you've been asleep for a long time." That being said, "Look and see the great ship that brought you to Earth. It is time to repair the damage to your light vehicle, recharge the fuel cells, and prepare to lift off again back to the heavens from whence you came. It is time to ascend back to the higher realms. It is time to go home." This is where we are, Great One, on your grand journey, right here, right now. And our metaphor has happened, Great One, as you read this message. And this is where we are, Great One, on your grand journey, right here, right now. And our metaphor has happened, Great One, as you read this message. Look closely. You know what happened by now. You know the whole story. You know who you are, what you can do, and where you came from. You know the details of events, even from eons ago, that have all led up to now. You are fully conscious now, and you have evolved your soul. You are ready to return home. Just remember, your prime mission is to assist humanity, and you must wait on them just a bit longer. They are all coming around much faster than you may think now. Humans are closer than ever to being able to receive the story of what really happened. However, we must tell them in a gentle way, and only when they are fully ready to hear it. The galactic wars have since ended, and there is now mostly peace between all star nations. No dark force is controlling planet Earth now, and more light information is beginning to flow to the beings of Earth from the 5th dimension. The light is truth, and this truth is all freedom. As this light continues to permeate the Earth realm, humanity will continue waking up at incredible levels. In Earth year 2015, the Galactic Federation established the Earth Alliance, which is comprised of elite light forces stationed on the surface. They are tasked with moving humans much quicker along the Gamma positive timeline. Large numbers of Earth Alliance beings now hold powerful positions inside world organisations, Earth's governments, and from this inner position, they are indeed affecting great positive change on Earth. Great resets have been recently initiated all around the planet by these magnificent beings, and things are moving fast on the new timeline as this galactic level reset spreads across the world. The primary 5D star nations involved in benevolent service to humanity's ascension right now are the Andromedans, the Arcturians, the Sirians, and the Palladians. Be assured that one of these groups is your direct Lyran Homin star family, and this is where you came from before your trip to Earth. You can easily discover which star family you belong to by doing some searches to learn the distant characteristics of each group. Great one, you are an entirely different species than indigenous Earth humans. You are human enough because you are in a human body, and you live with humans every day. But you know good and well you are different from them. You aren't better than them, you simply resonate at a higher frequency. The ancient books in fact say, the angels are created a bit higher than humans. Having true conscious awareness about who and what you truly are is one of the prime objectives of your journey to Earth. So who and what are you, ultimately? We could say an angel, and it would be true. Angels are misunderstood in Earth's religious teachings, as they don't have feather wings and they are not soft little cute babies. They look like you, and they look like me, and they are the most powerful beings in the universe. We could call you a celestial being, a light being, a star being, or a starseed, and we would be correct. We could say you are an extraterrestrial, and it would be 100% accurate because you came to Earth from another world. It is now proven by Earth science that a large portion of your DNA doesn't come from Earth. When you see ancient megalithic stones with markings carved on them, know that you did it. Traces of what you built here are scattered all over the planet still today. You are the ancient alien, except we really don't care for the word alien, as we prefer to be called family instead. You are the gods that came down from the sky to Earth. You are written about in every ancient book in human history, and you see the great story we are telling is about you. You came to Earth millions of years ago from a celestial world. You came here on purpose and with a purpose, and you have already made this world better just by being here. Remember that only the strongest and most advanced souls were asked to come to Earth on this grand mission to assist humanity. So since you are here, know how magnificent you are. Currently, there are around 4.5 billion elite starseeds stationed on the planet that are your direct Lyran humanoid family, who came here from the fifth dimension to change the energy of this realm. The 4.5 billion elite starseeds here are the most advanced spiritual beings on Earth today. They are the guides and masters working every day to create a better world for all. Their primary goal is to create a high vibrational reality on Earth where humans are abundant, free, healthy, and all live in peace. Great one, the journey to Earth has been a long and hard mission, filled with many pains, but also filled with so many beautiful moments. It's the contrast that exists on our beautiful home on Earth that we love so much. Earth is a very special place, and there is nowhere exactly like it in the entire cosmos. Thank you for integrating the information we have given you here. Light is shining on this world like never before as the children of Lyra return this world back to the paradise it was always meant to be. You are direct family and we love you. Together we are the great family of light, and we are the ones that number as the sands of the sea and who overcame the whole world. Godspeed. Michael and the Pleiadians. Tell one of your ancient memories. Share an experience you had with another higher being, and let us know which star family you most resonate with.